Okay, today I'm going to show you how to do a Catherine wheel join with needle tatting. Catherine wheel joins give you a nice smooth edge instead of the curved chains. It's all one continuous chain, hi kitten, and it gives you a nice outline like this. Typically it's considered a shuttle tatting only technique, but it can be done with needles too, and I'm going to show you how to do that. So we're going to start with just a little piece like this. It's got just basic rings and chains. The rings are 3 double stitches, picot, 3 double stitches, picot, 3 double stitches, picot, 3 double stitches, and close. And the chains are 3 double stitches, picot, 3. Alright, so I have 2 different color threads coming off for our Catherine wheel joins section. The black thread will be our core thread, and the white thread will be our working thread, what we're actually making the stitches with. Now you want to have your 2 strands, each on a separate needle. This is a 2 needle tatting technique. Now if you are working off of the ball before, just cut that ball strand of your working thread and bring that to where it's one separate piece. Alright, so I'm going to start with 4 double stitches, pretty basic. I realize my knot is coming out of there, I'll fix that later. 2, 3, 4. Alright, now it's time to make the first Catherine wheel join, which will go to this first picot right here. Pull your core thread through those stitches you just made, and take the needle back from the cat. Hey, sweetie, can I have this? Thank you. Alright, here is where we get to do the magic of a Catherine wheel join. Catherine wheel join actually makes a double stitch with your working thread around the core thread and the picot itself. So to do that, you make the first half of your double stitch, take your needle from front to back, under the picot, under your core thread, and over your working thread. Close up of the cat. Please don't stab yourself. Thanks, kitten. This is the Tali cat. She's kind of awesome and really loves Christ. So, needle front to back, under the picot, under the core thread, over the working thread. Pull that through. Now you've ended up, that's a very loose first half of a double stitch. Snug that up to the other double stitches that came before it, and just like that. Now it's time to make the second half of the double stitch. This time we're going to go in front of your working thread, and from back to front through that picot again. Pull that through. End up with this little loop, like so. Put your needle through that loop from front to back one more time, and pull that through. Now you've made the second half of your double stitch, and snug that up. That is a Catherine wheel join. Continue tatting like you did before. So take your working thread, drop that needle, we don't need it right now. Pick up your core thread needle and start tatting again. This time we're going to tat 6 double stitches. It's a little interesting working around a camera. It's 3. Alright, there are our 6 double stitches, And again, pull your core thread through. And watch as the cat attacks the other needle. She does this with shuttles too. I thought I was saving myself by getting needles instead. Nope. Alright, so now we're ready to make our next Catherine wheel join. That's going to go to that second picot right there. So again, drop your core thread needle and pick up your working thread needle. And get mauled by the cat. Kitten, can I have that? Thanks. Alright, what can I throw at her as a sacrificial offering? Hey, tag cat. Or this? Or this? Go get it. Always have a piece of crafting nearby that you can throw as a distraction for the cat. Alrighty, so back to tatting. For the next Catherine wheel joint, same thing as before. Take the needle with your working thread on it and go from front to back. Get my hand out of the way. Front to back through the picot, under your core thread, and over your working thread. Like so. Pull that through. And there is first half of your double stitch. Snug that up. And to make the second half, go from back to front, over your working thread, under the core thread, under the picot, back to front, pull it through. Don't tighten that loop all the way. Leave yourself a loop and go back through that loop from front to back. Pull through. Voila. And you just continue that way all around your border until you finish the section with Catherine wheel joins. I'll do one more for you, so you can see the nice smooth arc this makes. Again, we're going to tat 6. And she's back. She loves crafting. Or tacking whatever I'm making. Pull through those stitches you just made. We are ready to make our next Catherine wheel join. I got twisted around somewhere. Alright. So there we have our next set of 6 double stitches and a lot of cat hair. That tends to happen. Alright, drop that needle with the core thread, pick up the needle with the working thread. The cat isn't on it this time, but she is really eyeing it. Alright, so now we're going to go over to this picot right here. There she goes. Same thing as before, front to back, under the picot, under the core thread that is now being eaten by the cat, over the working thread. Pull it through. Getting a little tangled, pardon me. Alright, there we have the first half of the double stitch. Snug that up. And let me rethread my needle because it came unthreaded. That time it wasn't the cat's fault. Alright. Back to our regularly scheduled program. First half of the Catherine wheel join is made. Now it's time for the second half. And again, this time we go back to front, in front of the working thread, under the core thread, under the picot. Pull that through. Leave yourself a little loop. Like so. And go through that loop front to back. Pull that through and snug everything up. Voila. Alright, now with a Catherine wheel join, since that's all the type of joining that I did in this white section, this core thread actually can tighten all the way back to the start. So if I pull my core thread, the whole thing will tighten up. That's how you can get some great pinwheels. You might be able to do some 3D sculpting with this. I haven't tried that, but I could see how it could easily go that way. But there you have it, a nice solid outline with a Catherine wheel join with needles. No shuttle required. Enjoy. Let me know if you have any questions. Thanks.